First, begin by removing number 8 3/8" hex head screws from cabinet cover. We recommend a 1/4" hex nut driver. Once removed, carefully clip the zip ties holding the wires with wire cutters. Next, remove screw numbers 1 and 7 from the top of the transformer with your Phillips head screwdriver. Next, disconnect the black wire and negative lead from the board's relay by removing the gold chair connector from the relay. Discard chair connector. Now, remove hardware from all 4 corners of the board using the flat straight screwdriver and the 5/16 wrench. Next, move to the other side of the cabinet and use your flat straight screwdriver and 5/16 wrench to remove the top 2 screws and loosen the bottom 2 screws of the black heat sink with the rectifier. Now, disconnect the blue wire on the board's relay from the top left corner of the rectifier. Next, take the flat straight screwdriver and remove the screw holding the red wire from the board and the positive lead, bottom right corner of the rectifier. Now you should be able to completely remove the old board. You can now hang the heat sink rectifier on the bottom 2 screws until needed. Next, mount the new board using the same hardware and tools as before. Be sure to reuse the plastic spacers when mounting the new board. Once the new board is mounted securely, connect the negative lead to the board below the blue relay box next to the blue wire. Next, remove the nut above the gold resistor below the top left mounting screw of the board and connect the black wire from the AC indicator light using the 5/16 wrench. Next, move to the opposite side of the cabinet and slide the heatsink and rectifier out and connect the red wire from the board and the positive lead back to the bottom right corner of the rectifier using your flat straight screwdriver. Now, take the blue wire from the bottom corner of the board and connect it to the top left corner of the rectifier. Now you can remount the heatsink to the cabinet using your hardware, your flat straight screwdriver, and 5/16 wrench. Be sure when reconnecting the wires from the board to the rectifier that you run the wires above the transformer, not below or behind. Next, connect the white wire from the board to screw mount number 7 on the top of the transformer using your flat straight screwdriver. Now, if your model has a timer, take the blue wire from the timer and the yellow wire from the board and connect them to screw mount number 1 on top of the transformer with your flat straight screwdriver. If your charger does not have a timer, take the blue wire from the bottom of the 10 amp breaker closest to the transformer and the yellow wire from the board and connect them to screw mount number 1 on top of the transformer.